Dear students, welcome to my classroom. In previous part, we solved up to third problem in exercise 4.1 of the chapter pair of linear equations in two variables, and let us try to solve all the remaining problems in this class. So take the fourth problem. Ten students of class 10 took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, then find the number of boys and the number of girls who took part in the quiz. That's the question. So here it is given that there are totally 10 students participated in the quiz, and it's given that the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. So here we have to find the number of boys and the number of girls who are participated in the quiz. Okay, so let the number of boys participated in quiz be X, and the number of girls participated be Y. So here it is given that the total number of students participated in quiz are 10. So what is the total number of students here? So according we have taken the total number of students is the total number of boys plus number of girls. Okay, so total of boys and girls is X plus Y, and it is given that the total number of students participated in quiz is 10. That is, we have X plus Y equal to 10. That is the equation 1. Okay, and it is given that the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. Number of girls, that is Y, is 4 more than the number of boys. That is 4 more than X. So Y is 4 more than X. So from this we can write Y is equal to X plus 4. Okay, this is equation 2. So by solving these two equations, we can find the number of boys and number of girls who are participated in quiz. Okay, so let us solve these two equations graphical method. From equation 1, so draw the table for x, the equation x plus y equal to 10. So as x plus y equal to 10, we have y is equal to 10 minus x. So draw the table x, y is equal to 10 minus x, and the point x comma y. If we take x equal to 4, then y is equal to 10 minus 4, that is 6. Then the point is 4 comma 6. And if we take x equal to 5, then y is equal to 10 minus 5, which is equal to 5. So the point is 5 comma 5. And similarly, draw the table for equation 2. And we have y is equal to x plus 4 in equation 2. So we can directly take the table. And if x equal to 0, then y is equal to 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. Point is 0 comma 4. And if x equal to 2, then y is equal to 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6. Then point is 2 comma 6. Now the points on the line represented by equation 1 are 4 comma 6 and 5 comma 5. And the points on the line represented by equation 2 are 0 comma 4 and 2 comma 6. So let's draw the graphs for these two lines. Okay. So take the graph paper and draw x-axis and y-axis and denote the units on both x-axis and y-axis. Now write the scale, and we have taken 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit on x-axis and 1 centimeter equal to 2 units on y-axis. Now the line 1. So what are the points on the line 1? 4 comma 6. First one is 4 comma 6. So take 4 comma 6 here, and 5 comma 5. So here we have 5 comma 5. Now draw the line through these 2 points, and now this line is x plus y equal to 10, and draw the line 2 represented by equation 2, that is take point 0 comma 4. So this is 0 comma 4, which lies on y-axis, and take 2 comma 6. So this is 2 comma 6, and now draw the second line through these 2 points, and the intersection point is 3 comma 7. Okay, so this is 3 comma 7. So let us write two lines are intersecting at point 3 comma 7. So the solutions of given equation is x equal to 3 and y equal to 7. What is x here? Here the number of boys is x. So the number of boys took part in the quiz is x equal to 3 and the number of girls took part in the quiz is y equal to 7. So that is the solution of the problem. Okay, so let's take the fifth one. 5 pencils and 7 pens together cost 50 rupees, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together cost 46 rupees. Find the cost of one pencil and that of one pen. That is the question. Okay, so here it is given that the cost of total 5 pencils and 7 pens is 50 rupees and the cost of 7 pencils and 5 pens is 46 rupees. So we need to find the cost of one pencil and one pen. So let the cost of one pencil be x rupees and cost of one pen be y rupees. And in first case we bought 5 pencils. If the cost of one pencil is x rupees, then cost of 5 pencils is 5 into x, isn't it? So cost of 5 pencils is 5 into x, that is 5x, and cost of 7 pens is 7 into y, that is 7y, and cost of 5 pencils and 7 pens together is 5x plus 7y. It is given that 50 rupees. So 5x plus 7y equal to 50. This is equation 1. And also it is given that cost of 7 pencils and 5 pens. Cost of 7 pencils is 7 into x and 5 pens is 5 into y. So 7x plus 5y is equal to 46. So equation 2. So we need to solve these two equations graphically. So take first equation and we have 5x. In first equation we have 5x plus 7y equal to 50. From this we can write 7y is equal to 50 minus 7x, 50 minus 5x, and from that y is equal to 50 minus 5x by 7. So let's draw the table. Y is equal to 50 minus 5x by 7 and the point x comma y. Okay, now take some values for x. If you take x equal to minus 4, then y is equal to 50 minus 5 into minus 4. Minus 5 into minus 4 is plus 20 and 50 plus 20 is 70. 70 by 7 is 10. So the point is minus 4 comma 10. And if you take x equal to 10, then 50 minus 5 into 10. 5 into 10 is 50. 50 minus 50 is 0. So y becomes 0. So the point is 10 comma 0. And similarly, draw the table for equation 2. So from equation 2 we have 5 is equal to 46 minus 7x, and from that we can write y is equal to 46 minus 7x by 5. So take the table. If we take x equal to minus 2, then y equal to 46 minus 7 into minus 2 is plus 14. So 46 plus 14 is 60. 60 by 5 is 12. So the point is minus 2 comma 12. And similarly, if we take x equal to 8, then we have 46 minus 7 into 8, that is 46 minus 56, that is minus 10. Minus 10 by 5 is minus 2. So the point is 8 comma minus 2. So the points on the line represented by equation 1 are minus 4 comma 10 and 10 comma 0. And similarly, the points on the line represented by equation 2 are minus 2 comma 12 and 8 comma minus 2. So let's draw the lines for these two equations on graph paper. Okay. So take the graph paper, x-axis, y-axis, and denote the units. And I am taking on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 2 units, as well as on y-axis also I am taking 1 centimeter equal to 2 units. So let us plot the points which lies on first equation. So the first one is minus 4 comma 10. So minus 4 comma 10. Here we have. Okay, and again 10 comma 0, and 10 comma 0 lies on x-axis, as its y coordinate is 0, it lies on x-axis at x equal to 10. So now draw the table, draw the line through these 2 points. So this is the equation, 5x plus 7y equal to 50, and now take the points on the line represented by equation 2. So the first one is minus 2 comma 12. So minus 2 comma 12. So this is the line, this is the point, and 8 comma minus 2. 8 comma minus 2. So here we are. Now draw the line through these 2 points, and this is the line 7x plus 5y equal to 46. And now we can observe that these 2 lines are intersecting at 3 comma 5. Okay, so 2 lines are intersecting at 3 comma 5. So the solution of the equations we have taken are x equal to 3 and y equal to 5. And what is x here? Here x is the cost of pencil and is equal to 3, and y is the cost of pen and is equal to 5. So the cost of one pencil is x equal to 3 and cost of one pen is y equal to 5 rupees. Okay, so here x and y are in rupees. So the cost of pencil is 3 rupees and cost of pen is 5 rupees. So that is the solution of this problem, and let's go for next one. Half the perimeter of a rectangular garden is 36 meter. If the length is 4 meter more than its width, find the dimensions of the garden. Okay, so in this problem we have a rectangle and it's given that half the perimeter. We know the perimeter of rectangle is 2 lengths plus 2 breadths. So half the perimeter is 1 length plus 1 breadth. Okay, so half the perimeter is nothing but sum of its breadth and length. Okay, it's given that half perimeter is 36 meter, and also it's given that length is 4 meter more than its width. So we need to find both the length and width. Okay, so this is the rectangle, and let the length of the rectangle be x and breadth of the rectangle be y. Now it's given that half the perimeter, and half the perimeter is sum of one length and breadth. Okay, so x plus y, sum of length and breadth is x plus y, and it's given that x plus y is equal to 36. So take it as equation 1, and also it is given that length is 4 meter more than its width. Length x is 4 meter more than its width y. So x is 4 more than y, that is x equal to y plus 4. So equation 2. So now let us solve these two equations graphical method. So for equation 1, draw the table. So here we have y equal to 36 minus x, and now take some values for x. If you take x equal to 12, then y is equal to 36 minus 12, which is equal to 24, and the point is 12 comma 24. And if you take x equal to 16, then y is equal to 36 minus 16, which is equal to 20. So the point is 16 comma 20. And similarly, on equation for equation 2, y is equal to x minus 4, and if x equal to 0, then y equal to minus 4, and the point is 0 comma minus 4. If x equal to 8, then y equal to 8 minus 4, the point is 8 comma 4. So now the points on the line represented by equation 1 are 12 and 24, 12 comma 24 and 16 comma 20, and similarly the points on the line represented by equation 2 are 0 comma minus 4 and 8 comma 4. So let us draw the lines on the graph paper. So this is the graph, x-axis, y-axis, and these are the units. And now I am taking on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 4 unit, as well as on y-axis also I am taking 1 centimeter equal to 4 units. Now take the points on the line represented by equation 1. The first one is 12 comma 24, and the second one is 16 comma 20. Now draw the line through these 2 points. This is the equation x plus y equal to 36, And similarly take the points on the line represented by equation 2. First one is 0 comma minus 4, which lies on y-axis at minus 4, and second one is 8 comma 4. This is 8 comma 4, and now the line is x equal to y plus 4, and we can observe that these two lines are intersecting at 20 comma 16. Okay, so two lines are intersecting at 20 comma 16, and what is 20 here? The value of x is 20 and y is equal to 16. And what is x here? X is the length of the garden, and we found the length of garden as 20 meter, and the breadth of the garden is 16 meter, where y is equal to 16. Okay, take the next one. We have a linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals 0. Write another linear equation in two variables x and y such that the geometrical representation of the pair so formed is intersecting lines. And now write two more linear equations so that one forms a pair of parallels and the second forms coincident line with the given equation. Okay, here a linear equation in two variables is given, 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals 0. Take it as equation 1, and we need to write three more linear equations such that first one is the equation which represents a line intersecting with the given line. Okay, so what is the condition for two lines to be intersect? A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. That is the ratio of coefficients x. Ratio of coefficients of x is not equal to ratio of coefficients of y. Okay, so now the linear equation in two variables which represents a line intersects the line represented by equation 1 is, so if we take 2 times the x coefficient, that is 4x. Now don't take 2 times the y coefficient, because the ratio of x coefficients is not equal to ratio of y coefficients. So here we have taken ratio of x coefficients is 1:2. So we don't take the ratio of y coefficients as 1:2. So that is we don't take the coefficient of y as 6. So except 6 we can take any value. Except plus 6 we can take any value for the coefficient of y. So I am taking 9. So the plus 9y minus 7 equal to 0. So now the 4x plus 9y minus 7 equals 0 is the equation which represents a line intersects the line represented by given equation. Okay, so here we can observe that a1 by a2 is 1 by 2, 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, and b1 by b2 is 3 by 9, 1 by 3. So which are not equal. And now let's write the linear equation in two variables which represents the line parallel to the line represented by given equation. Okay, so the linear equation in two variables which represents a line parallel to the line represented by equation 1 is, so we know that the ratio of corresponding coefficients except constants is equal in the lines represented by parallel lines, that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. So if we take the first term, that is a coefficient of x as 8, that is I am multiplying the coefficient of x by 4, and then we need to multiply the coefficient of y also by 4, because the ratio of x coefficients is ratio of y coefficient, that is because a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. So we have to take the coefficient of y as 12 plus 12 plus 12y, and now we do not multiply the minus 8 with 4, because a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. So except by multiplying by 4, we can take any value. So I am taking plus 13 equal to 0. So here we can observe that a1 by a2, 2 by 8 is 1 by 4, b1 by b2, 3 by 12 is 1 by 4, and c1 by c2 is minus 8 by 13. So here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. So the two lines will be parallel to each other. And let us write the linear equation in two variables which represents line coincident with the line represented by equation 1. So if two lines are coincident, we know that the ratio of corresponding coefficients including the constants is equal. So that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. That is, we have to multiply all the coefficients with the same term, same number, including constants. Okay. So if we multiply a 2x coefficient of x by 3, then we have to multiply the coefficient of y also by 3. That is plus 3 into 3 plus 9y, and also constant plus 3 into minus 8 is minus 24 is equal to 0. So this is the line which is coincident with the line represented by equation 1. Okay, now in this equation we can observe that 2 by 6 is 1 by 3, 3 by 9 is 1 by 3, minus 8 by minus 24 is 1 by 3. So that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Okay, so that is the end of this question. So next to go for 8th one. The area of a rectangle gets reduced by 80 square units if its length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 2 units. If we increase the length by 10 units and decrease the breadth by 5 units, the area will increase by 50 square units. Find the length and breadth of the rectangle. That's the question. So in this problem it is given that uh, if the length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 2 units, the area of a rectangle reduced by 80 square units. And also given that if the length increased by 10 units and breadth decreased by 5 units, then its area will increase by 50 square units. And using these two hints, we have to find its length and breadth. Okay, students. So here we have the rectangle whose length is x and breadth is y. So let the length of rectangle be x and breadth of rectangle be y. Then we know that the area of rectangle having length x and breadth y is x and y. So then area of rectangle will be x into y square units. Okay. So it is given that if length is reduced by 5 units, what will be happen if length is reduced by 5 units? Then the new length will be x minus 5. Okay, new length will be x minus 5. And if breadth increased by 2 units, what will be the new breadth? Y plus 2. And what is the area then? New length is x minus 5, new breadth is y plus 2. Then the area is x minus 5 into y plus 2. And it is given that the new area is reduced by 80 square units to its actual area. That is, new area is xy minus 80. Okay, so now the new length into new breadth is equal to new area. That is x minus 5 into y plus 2 is equal to xy minus 80. This is the equation. Okay. Now let us multiply the two expressions on left hand side. That is x minus 5 into y plus 2. So x into y is xy plus x into 2 is 2x minus 5 into y is minus 5y minus 5 into 2 is minus 10 and is equal to xy minus 80. So we can cancel xy on both sides and now remains with 2x minus 5y minus 10 is equal to minus 80. If we take minus 80 to left side, we remains with 2x minus 5y plus 70 is equal to 0. take it as equation 1. And now according to the second situation, second case, if increase the length by 10 units, what will be the new length? X plus 10. And decrease the breadth by 5 units, new breadth is y minus 5. The area will increase by 50 square units. New area will be xy plus 50. That is x plus 10 into y minus 5 is equal to xy plus 50. Again multiplying the expressions on left side, we get xy minus 5x plus 10y minus 50 is equal to xy plus 50. So again we can cancel xy term on both sides, and we can take a common minus 5 on left hand side. So minus 5 into x minus 2y plus 10 is equal to 50. And if we transfer this minus 5 to right side and by cancelling 50 by minus 5, we get minus 10, and this equation becomes x minus 2y plus 10 plus 10. That is x plus 2y plus 20 equal to 0. This is equation 2. So now the equations we have are 2x minus 5y plus 70 equals 0, x minus 2y plus 20 equals 0. So let us solve these two equations graphically. So for equation 1, we have 2x minus 5y plus 70 equals 0. From that we can write 5y is equal to 2x plus 70 and y is equal to 2x plus 70 by 5. So if you take x equal to 15, then y is equal to 2 15s are 30 plus 70, 100. 100 by 5 is 20. So the point is 15 comma 20. And if you take x equal to minus 35, then y equal to 2 into minus 35 is minus 70 plus 70 becomes 0. So that y equal to 0. So the point is minus 35 comma 0. And similarly for equation 2, y equal to x plus 20 by 2. And if you take x equal to 20, then y equal to 20. Point is 20 comma 20. And if you take x equal to 0, then y equal to 20 by 2 is 10. Then point is 0 comma 10. Now the points on the line represented by equation 1 are 15 comma 20 and minus 35 comma 0, as well as the points on the line represented by equation 2 are 20 comma 20 and 0 comma 10, isn't it? Now let's draw the graphs for these two equations. Take the graph paper, denote the units. I am taking on x-axis 1 centimeter equal 10 units, and also on y-axis 1 centimeter equal 10 units. Okay, let's plot the points on the line represented by equation 1. The first one is 15 comma 20, and the second one is minus 35 comma 0, which lies on x-axis. Now draw the line through these 2 points. So this is the line 2x minus 5y minus 70 equals 0. And now the points on the line represented by equation 2. First one is 20 comma 20 and second one is 0 comma 10. Now this is the line x minus 2y plus 20 equals 0. Now we can observe that these two lines are intersecting at 40 comma 30, isn't it? So two lines are intersecting at 40 comma 30, and the solution of the equations is x equal to 40 and y equal to 30. And what is x here? Length of the rectangle is 40 units, and what is y here? Breadth of the rectangle is 30 units. Okay, so that's the solution of the problem. So writing the equations is very important while solving the problems. Making the equations is very, very important. Okay, so next go for 9th one. In a class, if 3 students sit on each bench, 1 student will be left. If 4 students sit on each bench, 1 bench will be left. Find the number of students and the number of benches in the class. So it's a very typical problem. So it is given that in a class there are some students and some benches. If 3 students sit on each bench, it is given that 1 student will be left. And if 4 students sit on each bench, then 1 bench will be left. That is, 1 bench will be remains. So what is the number of students and what is the number of benches? That is the question. Okay, a very interesting question. So let the number of benches be x and number of students be y. So it is given that if 3 students sit on each bench, then 1 student will be left. That is, the number of students is 3 times the 1 more than 3 times the number of benches. If 3 students sit on each bench, then 1 student will be left. That is, the number of students is equal to 1 more than 3 times the number of benches. Okay, so from the given condition we can write y is 1 more than 3 times the number of benches, that is 3x plus 1. And also it is given that if 4 students sit on each bench, 1 bench will be left. Okay, so that is, 1 bench is not required here. That is, if 4 students sit on each bench, we need x minus 1 benches. That is, the number of benches is equal to 4 times the number of students. That is, y equal to 4 into x minus 1. Number of students is 4 times the number of benches when 1 bench is left. That is, y equal to 4 into x minus 1. This is the equation 2. So from this we can write y equal to 4x minus 4. So this is equation 2. And now let us solve the equations graphically. So I am presenting the problem without explanation. Try to yourself. So the points on the first line are 3, 10 and 7, 22, and the points on second line are 1, 0 and 4, 12. So let us draw the graphs for these two equations. So graph paper, and here also now taking, I am on x-axis I am taking 1 centimeter equal 2 units, and on y-axis I am taking 1 centimeter equal 4 units. Now let's plot the points on the lines represented by first equation. So this is the line. So y equal to 3x minus 1, and the second line is 1, 0, 4, 12, and this is the line y equal to 4x minus 4, and we can observe that these two lines are intersecting at 5, 16. Isn't it? 5, 16. This is the intersection point. So two lines are intersecting at 5, 16. So the solution of the equations is x equal to 5 and y equal to 16. And what is x here? The number of benches is 5, and what is y here? Number of students. Number of students is 16. Okay, students. So that's the end of this exercise, and in next class we shall go to for solving the equations in algebraic method. Okay, until then, see you. Bye.